Marcy Playground.
Hey!
Is it just called Sex and Candy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I didn't know if I Smell was at the beginning of it or not.
No, I don't think, no.
You do smell, by
There's
the way.
no smell, yeah. Sex and candy, two great things.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great measures. I don't know, I'm getting tickled already.
All right, cool. So a few months back, we did an Opeth song. It was from their album Blackwater Park. I believe we did the title track.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, we do. And I mentioned that the album, the producer was Steven Wilson from Porcupine Tree. Mm-hmm. And to be fully transparent with everybody, I had seen the name Porcupine Tree, but had never really listened to a single song of theirs. And a lot of people in the comments were like, you got to check out Porcupine Tree. You got to Porcupine Tree.
Okay.
So I did. I have been missing out, and I think you have been missing out as well.
I'm sure.
You are. I'm not gonna say what I think is gonna happen. It's a longer song. It's about 12 minutes, which it'll be worth it. It is a listening experience, but I think you are going to enjoy it.
We'll see, huh?
Yeah. I'll give you a little bit of background on Porcupine Tree and Steven Wilson. So the band, they're just classified as an English rock band. I think they kind of do a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Founded by Steven Wilson in 1987. Steven Wilson.
They've been around since 1987. Mm-hmm. Right then.
He's the lead vocalist and the songwriter of the band, as well as being a member of several other bands. He's also a pretty accomplished producer. He has worked with artists such as Elton John, Guns N' Roses, XTC, and Opeth, and a few others too. But very accomplished. There was, I can't remember the outlet that said it, but there was a quote that they said he's the most talented British artist that you've never heard of.
Okay.
The song is called Arriving Somewhere But Not Here.
Arriving somewhere, but not here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You ready?
Sure. Any day now.
All right. One thing I forgot to mention, the album is called Dead Wing, and it was released in 2005.
Okay.
So just to add that context. Ready to roll?
Proceed, Richard.
ever stop the car on a drive in the dark? Never look for the truth in your mother's eyes. Never trust the sound of rain upon a river rushing through your ears. Arriving somewhere, but not here. Did you imagine the final sound as a gun? Or the smashing windscreen of a car? Did you ever imagine the last thing you'd hear as you faded out was a song? Arriving somewhere, but not here. All my designs simplified. And all of my plans compromised. And all of my dreams sacrificed. Did you see the red mist block your path? Did the scissors cut away to your heart? Did you feel the envy for the sons of mothers tearing you apart? Lying somewhere, not
At the beginning of the song, they were just kind of going back and forth. They like it. They like to use this suspended 2 on D minor. And then they did this thing during the chorus where they went. It sounded kind of weird.
The chorus?
Sorta.
Okay.
Just for me.
Sure.
And then
Is
they
it that progression that was weird?
just to the G. They go to this G. Or whatever though. They can do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
And then they that whole D the tool key,
Yeah.
meaning the band.
Yeah. What'd you think about that?
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting easy listening.
I told you it was easy listening. I don't usually lie to you before a video, do I?
No, but the fact that we're calling that easy listening to where we are, you know.
True. Very true.
Is funny.
Yeah.
No, when was this released?
2005.
Sounds earlier to me. Sounds
Okay.
like it has a 90s.
I could be wrong. That's what I saw from my research.
Get it right.
It's a band I'm unfamiliar with until a few months ago, so.
Okay. I couldn't understand all the lyrics.
Okay. I got them pulled up if you want me to read some of them.
Said something about light in there. Arriving.
Somewhere, but not here.
Yeah. So what that makes me
Uh-oh.
what that makes me think of first, just because of what I've been reading lately, is about the quantum field.
Okay.
So, like electrons, like particles in the quantum
quantum
field
realm.
are they can't they can tell where they've been, but the probability of all they know is the probability of where they might be. They can never find one, know how the momentum of them. They can see where they've been. You know. So
They can see where they've been. They can't see where they are or where they're going.
or how fast they're moving.
Okay.
So it's there's this idea of like but so that when you view it, when you look for it, or you have something that can look for an electron, light, a photon, or whatever that shines. But anyway, you can tell when you look for it, it acts one way, and you can see that it was there. But if you don't look for it, then there's a probability of it being, who knows?
Right.
So it's like tantamount to, very crude description, but it's tantamount to saying, okay, if I have a box and I put a cat in the box, not anything against cats, it's just
Sure.
not really putting cats in boxes
This is
around.
Schrodinger's cat. No?
So, yeah, so you, and then you put a vial of,
Okay, no.
yeah, so if you put a vial of, it goes from, but anyway, you put a vial of cyanide in the box with the cat, which we are not actually doing.
Right.
And you never open the box to see the cat is either dead or it's alive. It exists in both states as we're discussing it because we haven't opened the box to look to see if it is dead or alive. So that's
Schrodinger's cat.
the idea of something that can exist
So is
in
that
two states without
arriving somewhere but not here?
Well, I that's the first thing I thought about.
Okay.
Because I've been reading all these Feynman lectures on physics and quantum physics. So that's what I first think. But then obviously some other words would help sort of modify that a little bit as to what maybe they're talking about.
Yeah, so the opening verse is never stop the car on a drive in the dark, never look for the truth in your mother's eyes, never trust the sound of rain upon a river rushing through your ears. And then the second, I mean, you call them verses, I guess, but and then it says arriving somewhere but not here, and then it starts another, and it says, but this one's questions. Did you imagine the final sound as a gun or the smashing windscreen of the car? Did you ever imagine the last thing you'd hear as you're fading out was a song?
You can stop there. I mean, unless you got something. You don't have to read them all.
All my designs simplified and all of my plans compromised, all of my dreams sacrificed.
So-
it seems like it's about death to me.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, we could go there if you want to.
No, we're good. We're good. Go,
No,
go where you were going.
Well, I mean, never look for the truth in your mother's eyes because, you know, again, looking for something, you know, it says never, don't ever, you know, hear whatever. If you look at it and view it So the thing becomes to dismiss our perception of something and look more at the perspective. Okay? So if I'm always looking through my perception, it belongs to me.
Right.
Nobody else has it in the world.
Yep.
Maybe we touch on each other's perception a little bit, but it's not the same. And if I'm only doing that, then I'm completely closed. I'm living in the box with the cat.
Sure. Yeah.
So the idea is to try to have perspective, right? Which is all the other, anything else that we can, to get out of our own perception. And that's a difficult thing. I mean, you are you. But, I mean, so if you think it's about death, I'm just saying it's bolstering what I'm saying, that the possibilities are endless, and you can engage with those possibilities as long as you don't focus on one that could be, that you don't know. So, to be attached to one idea of what you think is going to be can be misleading.
Sure.
Can kick you in the hind tuchus. Right?
Yeah, can sort of, I don't want to say, like, it's your perception is influencing how you think about something, but then if somebody else's perspective gets entered into the equation, that's where the kick in the rear end can come in.
Or somebody else's perception. I think perspective is more, if we have perspective, it's an overarching thing.
Right, okay.
Just to try to take other people's perspective in mind.
Yeah.
Perception in mind, excuse me.
Yeah, okay.
Other people's perception in mind is perspective, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, well, you're talking about death. I mean, what do you mean by that, Richard?
Well, I mean, it's, those few lines, all my designs simplified, all my plans compromised, all of my dreams sacrificed. Like, that's end of something.
Or it could just mean that, so all of my desires or whatever, the things that I hold that I think it's going to be. I mean, you don't know what it's going to be. You don't really know what it's going to be.
Sure. And I think that, the section before that, did you imagine the final sound as a gun or the smashing windscreen of the car? Did you ever imagine the last thing you'd hear as you're fading out was a song? I mean, that's pretty death-like to me, I think.
Yeah, but you can't.
I've already said, man, I look at things on a very basic
But you can't
level.
know those things. So maybe you hear a sound right before you die. Then you die. You don't know that it was a gun. You'll never know that it was a gun. So I think those are questions. Those are questions that are frivolous. If you thought these things, if you thought this was how you're going to die, how you can't even know. But then you could also go from the death aspect and say arriving somewhere but not here, being that this is not the end.
Okay.
That you arrive. That you're always arriving. You're always arriving. You never really arrived, right?
Correct.
Maybe that's what it means.
Sure. We need to ask Stephen Wilson.
Or it could be about pancakes.
It could be. It could be.
I mean,
it could be about fine china.
Fine china. Pancakes on fine china.
Yeah. It could be.
I mean, because we'll never get there. No matter where I thought my life was going to go.
We can arrive somewhere, but it won't be there.
It would never be at a plate of fine china with pancakes on it.
No.
But something to aspire to.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, Porcupine Tree.
Are you interested in hearing more from them?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Interesting name. I'd like to know where the name came from.
Yeah, me too. Let us know where the name came from. And let us know where to go next with...
Because I wonder if they're like, if it's a dig at hippies or something. Because I could be categorized as a hippie throughout my life.
Sure.
Which is also a tree hugger, they say.
Yeah.
And if it's a porcupine tree, they're just, what are they trying to say?
It's going to be a painful
Get
hug.
off me, hippies.
Yeah, it's going to be a very painful hug.
Well, I would like to know. I don't want my perception of what that is to get in the way of whatever the perspective really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let us know where to go next with Porcupine Tree. I've got a few songs in mind, but I'll just kind of let the comments be the guide.
That means
these guys.
that means
these guys and gals.
These humans.
These human beings. All right, cool. That was Arriving Somewhere, but not here. From Porcupine Tree, Steven Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Cool, bro.
We are Great Measures. My name is
Celine Dion.
Richard. This is Judson.
It's been a while. Great Measures.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.